Your boy is back, and this time I'm here just to kind of showcase the team that I was using in yesterday's video to you guys. I just want to kind of review it and tell you guys my thought process behind my Pokemon choices and why I'm using certain items and moves. And so let's dive on in here. We got Charizard, first off, my favorite Pokemon, and a lot of other people's. I'm using the Blast Burn, Solar Beam, Protect, and Air Slash with the Charty Berry. He is G-Max as well. I opt Blast Burn over any other fire move just because it gives you that 150 power on the G-Max Wildfire, so you get that extra punch in with it. It's really nice. And the Charty Berry, I feel like it's the best berry to use because rock is so prevalent. I run into a lot of Rhyperiors, a lot of Mudsdale, and they're just, anything that can rock fall you or any kind of rock move, you're safe from. So the Charty Berry is pretty good. I was using the Paso Berry, which is the water berry, and it was alright, but a lot of times I found myself just dying to rock. So I switched over to the Charty Berry, and it's proven its worth 100 times over already. So, yeah. The Solar Beam, I'm actually kind of debating taking that off. It's kind of nice if you need to use the Max Grass, though. The only reason I'm debating taking it off is because I really have no way to get Sun on this team. So that's really my only reason for that. But I've kept it just for the grass, the Max Grass. It's pretty good. Protect is pretty essential if you're not running choice items. So I suggest you use that move on most of your Pokemon because it'd be the best move in the game, though. Just saying. And Air Slash just to get that max air. And, you still get stabbed because you're flying, too, so that's nice. So you get that little bit of attack boost there on the Air Slash. And you get that little chance to flinch, which happens more than it should, honestly. I feel like it's way more than a 10%. I think it's a 10%. Don't quote me on that. But let's go ahead and move on here. We got dracovish. He's pretty obvious. I'm going to switch up his moves. I need to get Psychic Fangs on him. You're probably like wondering, why are you not running Psychic Fangs? Like, I should be running that move. But Vicious Rend and Crunch are my only two options, really. If you guys got other choices, hey, feel free to tell me what you guys got in mind. I'm thinking I'm going to go to Psychic Fangs and Ice Fang. I think those are what I'm going to go for. But he's pretty self-explanatory. I got the Choice Scarf on him to get that little bit of extra speed. A lot of people will say, why not use the Choice Band? I think that's great too when you're running the Whimsicott with it. But I don't play Whimsicott, so the Scarf is much better on this version of this team here. But so yeah, getting that little extra speed boost, getting your double damage on Vicious Rend is crucial. You got the Strong Jaw, gives you a little bit more damage on bite moves. So pretty much just one-shots a lot of stuff. And let's go ahead and move on to Conkeldurr. No Protect here because of the Assault Vest. You can't use anything that's not an attack. So I opted for the Drain Punch. I don't know why you wouldn't use this move on this Pokemon. It lets you heal back, and you're already a tank, especially behind a screen, a special screen. He's not the best against other physical attackers, but against a special attacker, other than Fairy and a few other things like special air, like flying moves can slap him too. But yeah, the Drain Punch just gives you that recovery. Thunder Punch and Rock Slide are just pretty much for coverage. A lot of people will run the close combat, but I opt over that for coverage because you don't want. In my opinion, I don't like too much fighting moves because I'd rather have the coverage, the Thunder, Rock, and Fighting. That's pretty good coverage. And the Mach Punch is pretty obvious. That's obviously an egg move, so you have to breed and do all that crap. That's annoying. But the Mach Punch is worth it. I guarantee it. That thing has won me so many games alone. And speaking of egg moves, I'm running 2 egg moves on Ferrothorn. Actually, let's go back to Conkeldurr. I'm still running Guts. You're probably like, why are you still running Guts with Assault Vest instead of Flame Orb? I run the Guts just... I've been Will-O-Wisped and Thunder Waved and all kinds of annoying stuff. And if they decide to do that, your Guts is like, okay, let me get that extra attack boost. That's pretty nice. But anyways, egg moves. Ferrothorn. I got the Leech Seed and the Knockoff, which are both egg moves. Knockoff is so awesome. You're going against like annoying Assault Vests like Mudsdale. Yeah, that just get rid of that crap. Any kind of Assault Vest crap. Let's stop that. He is double weak to fire, which can be a problem considering there's Charizards and Arcanines running around, and you got all these Pokemon that can learn fire moves. Like even Togekiss runs fire moves, probably just for coverage. And this is one of the Pokemon that it slaps, so it pays off. But as long as you use this Pokemon in a smart way, I've won so many games alone just because I had this Pokemon on my team. Leech Seed and Protect is such a stupid combo. And he's so tanky. I mean, this dude can take some hits. As long as it's not fire. I mean, he can really take some hits. And fighting is a little rough too sometimes, but even like getting hit by close combat, he's still like half health. And you get a good Leech Seed on, you can protect through that. You're getting these double heals, and then you got leftovers healing you as well. And if they're making physical contact, they're hurting themselves. He just really kind of... He nickels and dimes you to death, and it's hilarious. And if you guys know me personally, you're like, well, that's perfect for you because you're the kind of douche that would run that. And hey, that's me. Let's go ahead and move on to Rotom. You're probably like double grass on this team, not too smart. But I went for the grass just for extra coverage against Gastrodon because they see that Dracovish, they go... A lot of people carry Gastrodon because of Dracovish. Like Fishious Wren, I mean, if they can just eat that Fishious Wren with Storm Drain, it's pretty awful for you. So I went Rotom as well just to get the Leaf Storm, so I'm making sure I'm slapping down those Gastrodons. Thunderbolt's also just an incredible move. It gets rid of Gyarados, it gets rid of Charizard, it just hits a lot of things pretty well. Thunderbolt's a great move. It's 100% accuracy. And that's pretty awesome. Will-O-Wisp is also a great move. If you're going against a lot of physical attackers, you can just start burning stuff, knocking down that attack stat, because Will-O-Wisp can absolutely cripple a team. I went against like a team with like their last 2 Pokemon were Rhyperior and Mimikyu, and I Will-O-Wisp both of them, and all of a sudden all my stuff is just living. Like, he can't kill anything. And right beside Ferrothorn, it can be pretty bad. But let's go ahead and move on to our last Pokemon. I feel like Rotom is pretty... I got the Citrus Berry on him. I didn't discuss that any. That's kind of like standard. It just heals after you hit like past half health. It heals you up about a quarter of your health. It's pretty good. And Levitate, you don't really have a choice. No ground moves are hitting you. So, pretty good ability considering he's weak to it. Grimmsnarl, the MVP of the team, the best for last, the boy of boys, the boy of all boys. He's here, and he's got the Prankster. Obviously, why would you not run that ability? I mean, I guess I've seen some people trying to run instead of a support, trying to use him as a attacker, and that's actually not a bad idea. But I'm running the Prankster with the screens, Thunder Wave, and Spirit Break. And I think Light Screen, Reflect, and Thunder Wave are all pretty self-explanatory. If you don't know Light Screen and Reflect, I'm bad at this game, so I can't remember which one stops what. But, you can protect from physical, and you can protect from special. You can use whichever one you need depending on the situation. Thunder Wave is just speed control. Like, stop being faster than me. Obviously, Tailwind setters are still, can still outspeed a lot of stuff even through a Thunder Wave. Kind of sucks. But that move, Oh man, I swear I miss this move half the time, but it does have a 90% hit rate, which is pretty great. Um, and Spirit Break. This move right here, I absolutely love this move. It's 100% accurate, so you don't have to worry about missing it. And it lowers special attack guaranteed. There's not a chance. It just lowers special attack. So I've actually been in a situation where they had a Togekiss and I had Grimmsnarl, Ferrothorn left. They had Togekiss, and he just kept trying to flamethrower. So I protected Ferrothorn. Already had it up my screen. Spirit Break it, slap it down, Leech Seed it. I get hit by the fire, so he has a -2 special attack. I live the fire. I Spirit Break it again. I'm starting to Leech Seed off him, and it's just hilarious because now like pretty much nothing can hit you because of Spirit Break. But anyways, I'll stop ranting about that move. I'm glad you guys checked out my video. If you like this type of content, if you want me to review more types of Pokemon, you want me to review, maybe you can send me your team and I'll review your team and see what I think about it. Just let me know. This is the team I piloted up to the top 1,000 players, and this team has served me very well. In my last video, obviously I did lose 2 games, but if you watched them, you saw how intense those games were, and they were just best of ones. So you can't hold all that accountable. So thank you guys for watching this video, and just leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, man. I'd love to see some more from you guys, and I will be providing more content for you guys. Thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.